Brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We're starting off today here in a 45-person free-for-all battle here in the Middle East. We've picked a lovely little spot for ourselves in Southern Africa, and it did get just a little bit more crowded there with 3 additional people coming down at the south, or 2 now, but I hope they kind of fight each other. And we have 2 people over in the Horn of Africa as well. It would be ideal if they all fight each other, and in fact they are, at least the guys over in the Horn. So we have the option of potentially going into a little bit of an expanded growth pattern. By the way, if the screen looks a little bit different today, Better Territorial is down temporarily. The regular game got slightly updated with something, and Better Territorial is not yet compatible with it. So that's why the screen's going to look a little bit different. Not going to have all the fancy tools to our disposal, and the numbers are going to be above the names. That's the reason for that, just in case you were curious. But we're going to go into our infinite growth phase just a little bit early because I feel like I have an opportunity with everybody fighting each other to grab a little bit extra land. And I think I was right, as player 561 has won his duel, but at what cost? I do think that was a little bit of a mistake going into that. I think he would have won regardless, but he probably would have been in a better spot to fight me or somebody like me later on if he had just gone south rather than through his competitor. But alas, his loss is my gain, as now our focus needs to be moving towards the Horn of Africa, as it looks like Islamic country has won his duel. And we need to block him off before he gets the opportunity to build up, so that he's a little bit weaker to take out later. I don't know if I'll do that right now. I think I need to be a little bit cautious with my troops, as the Spaniard above me still has 80,000 troops. So something to be a little bit cautious of, but nothing to be too worried about, as I don't think there's going to be a real gang up opportunity as soon as I get all my troops back. I have 30,000 deployed, and in fact they are back, and now I think I'll be a little bit less of a target. Now, Islamic country, look, I'll take a truce with you. Was invaded by the Greek Empire. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's going to develop into anything. Ooh, he's still fighting him. This could be a good opportunity for us to jump on. Now, I do also want to make my way over to the Arabian Peninsula at some point, but I don't want to go too early. I have the crown by about 6,000 pixels, so no need to rush anything, especially when we take out the Islamic country. So we'll get him as he's locked in a death spiral with Greek Empire. So we'll grab all of his land, and I think one more attack should just get all of it for us. Have we expanded our lead by over 10,000 pixels? So we're doing quite well for ourselves, and we can go into the Arabian Peninsula now just to get a little bit of a beachhead. And yeah, I kind of need to go now. I was thinking about delaying because player 1's over there, and I don't know if I wanted to touch someone who has 1,000,000 troops already, but I think it's gonna be fine. So now we need to be in a position to save up just a little bit. Although there are some juicy targets around us, I think the better option is to play the long game here and ignore Holy Roman Empire and get ready to attack Homo sapien. Or player 561. He's also getting a little bit greedy up there. Either way, we have some good targets around us. We have the troops. I think I'm kind of torn on which one to attack, because we can only really afford to attack one at a time. I think we go into U to deprive player 1 of as much land as possible. So let's go ahead and just put our full weight behind that, and we'll join in at player 561. We'll take that truce with you. We'll push over here as well, and there we go. We did manage to take on both at the same time, and I think we were able to do that in spades. Now, this is a little bit of a concern, but I doubt these players would team up on me. That's Spaniard and player 1. They do have the troops to get it done, but at what cost? Because there's players behind them, and player 1's in the middle, so he has to be a little bit more cautious than a typical player would. So I think we continue to save up. We'll try and get to our red interest, and then we'll start pushing up north, ignoring player 1 for now. But he is definitely a prime target I want to take care of before I start moving too far to the east, because I do not want to get it put in a position where I have 2 guys who are very large and are looking at the crown. And I intend to keep the crown, so let's just push up north into Spaniard, and then probably Georgia, and then we'll see what kind of the board looks like. Player 1 is going into the east, so this is very good news for us, as he seems to be ignoring us, and we can kind of just push our weight around over here in the west. And as soon as that is going to be probably it for Spaniard. No, one more attack as he leaves the game, becomes a bot, and now we can safely go into Georgia, and nobody can really share in this land with us. Now, there is the Palestinian guy, but he only has 1,000,000 troops, and he's got 3 neighbors with, yeah, he's getting attacked himself. So there's no one going to be kind of interfering with this unless Android user 614 boats down. And if he does, I'm going to swiftly counter that. So we'll just keep pushing into Georgia and slowly but surely grabbing this land. Player 1 is attacking US of A. Now, here's my concern is I don't want 362. 362 was kind of that boogeyman I was worried about the second player that I'm going to have to fight down that I'm a little bit scared of. So I think we take down Georgia all the way. I think we go into player 1 right away and just kind of deal with this. If we can take out the Arabian Peninsula early and prevent anybody else from getting big and boating over here, I think that's to our best advantage. We have 16 million troops. I think it's time to throw them around. So let's start attacking player 1, see what we can do. And 362 is just kind of saving up at this moment. So yeah, I think he's playing a little bit of a cautious game. But now he's going into the east, which is the good move to do here. Try and accumulate just a little bit more land before you have to fight the crown. But alas, it looks like he's going to be fighting me alone. It doesn't look like he's going to have a lot of co-conspirators on the board. Player 1 gives the claps. We'll give the claps back. Good GG's, brother. Thanks for playing. Player 362 offers me an alliance. Yeah, I think he's kind of seeing which way the winds are turning, and he just wants to buy himself a little bit more time to capture the west. I am not going to give him that. Player 1 is attacking me. That's fair. We'll take that alliance, though, at least for right now. See if we can bait him into a false sense of security that will make him attack other players, and that we can just join back in. So we'll finish off player 1 over here, and then we'll go into Indy just to prevent him from grabbing any free land over here in the west. The west is mine, and there we go. We have a resounding 48%, and yeah, players 362 is asking for a piece. Alas, brother, we can't do a piece like that. He's still got some opportunity over there in Cocoa, but it's not looking good for him unless Pack Jack was able to boat over here. But in this map, boating takes far too long to typically be useful unless you're able to do it very early on, capture an island that nobody's looking at. And it doesn't look like anybody did, so we're perfectly content with this as we capture the rest of Greece over here. And now we can just kind of mosey our way through player 362 in his kind of pseudo-Persian empire. So once we get through him, we'll be able to get to the access to that Cocoa bot. Borg 1 of 1 is sitting over there. He's in a little bit of a rough spot. Pack Jack. Oh, look, I think he's a corgi watcher. He gives the thumbs up, thumbs down. I feel like I coined that. I don't know. I hate to take credit for, for emojis, but let's just take care of you, Pack Jack. We'll peace out together, brother. So we'll give you the peace, and we'll give the claps of good sportsmanship, and then let them know that we're going for a piece, and then give one you kissy face forward to boys and say GG's to all involved on this one, and we'll go on to the next game. All right, next game up is going to be a 52 player teams battle here in the snow. 1v1 teams. A little bit rough. I picked a spot and everyone else decided on my team that it's also a great spot, so maybe we go somewhere a little bit more centralized just to get a little separation. Boys, if you're new to teams games, you want some separation. If you touch each other before the bot phase is concluded, typically you're too close and cannibalizing each other's opportunities. So we'll see what we can do in this spot. It's not my ideal spot. It's very much front lines to the red team, so at least we can guarantee that we'll be in the action, but it is not a spot where I think I'm going to thrive and grow. I hope I can just play a support role and then help the team push either probably south. I saw a lot of our team up north, so I'm hoping we can win that. If we can't win up north, we lose the game, and that's something that is a bit of a concern, but at least we'll see how that develops. We need to focus on ourselves right now. We've got a lot of enemies around us, but we're going to go in our infinite growth phase. I am going with a more cautious opening here just to maintain a little bit higher degree of troops, because if you get caught in, especially in this game, in a position where the other team's bots only have you to attack, it can be quite a devastating blow early on, death by 1,000 paper cuts, etc. And it is a very hard way to lose. So we'll grab as much land as we can, but I love to go up north where I know I have some teammates. And the south is a little bit scary. We do border 3 players on the red team so far. Actually 4. One's attacking us right now. We'll grab you though, knock you down. That's a nice little get for the team. Secures a lot of our bots and prevents anybody from getting big up there. Now I do see that NL player up north. He is a little bit scary, but I have the crown. Not a lot of troops though. If they gang up on me right now, it's gonna be lights out, and that's unfortunate as we don't seem to be winning the north, which is a little bit concerning. Hopefully we have some big players coming over. I do see Pravillo has 130,000. Maybe we can work together to take down this NL player. I am also worried about the guy to my direct left who's fighting up, and he can get through a lot of bots. But let's take care of this weak guy really quickly just to get him off the board. Excuse me. As it looks like NL is getting attacked by Pravillo, which is good. That frees me up a little bit. and you are a good target, so I'm going to jump on this and grab just a little bit extra land. I'd love to be in a position to save, but I don't want my backlines all exposed like this. It is I'd much rather take care of a lot of bots. We do have a little bit of a presence down south as well. Right now the black team is winning, but it is not looking good with me being the crown and not having enough troops to really support the board. Well, we got to keep pushing where we can and hoping for the best. Now this TR player is a little bit of a concern right now as he's pushing up north. I think I got to get through you to get to the TR player because we don't have a lot of troops up there and he could really be a problem. Again, trying to take care of the back lines as best as we possibly can, but unfortunately there was just a lot of bots that our team couldn't do anything against. So I'm very worried about the guy below me that's got 1.6 million, but I cannot allow this TR guy to just sit back here with the crown. There's nobody else really around. I'm going to start attacking him. Hopefully my teammates do as well. Yes, friend does. In a team game, it's always important to kind of play with the mindset of how much do my teammates have collectively against their team collectively, and we do have this one in the bag, if you will, if everybody kind of contributes. But I understand what their hesitancy. We do have 4 players, almost 5. OG, brother, we should work on this. I know you are a little exposed, and so am I, but I do think this is the righteous path forward. So we're just gonna keep attacking TR. He is in 2nd place, and kind of hope that everything works out. Again, I'd love to be in a position to save, but friend just full sent. Oh, that is the worst thing you can do in this position. It just opens up our backlines even more. Bravillo's been donating, and now we're in a little bit of trouble here. So I'm trying to save up a little bit until TR makes a move. Our teammates are attacking, which is great. That keeps them a little bit on the weak side. OG is getting attacked below us, though. That's not very good either. Ooh. And this guy just got donated 3. Oh my god. Who's donating? Wow, they got a big power base down south. Okay. This is quickly becoming a problem. OG's full sent. Another horrible thing to see. As now that puts a lot of pressure on us to get things done quickly. Friend got fortunately donated to, so hopefully he'll be able to hold the line a little bit. Let's take out this guy with just the slight forces that we have. You are coming up with 3 million. We got to get this guy down quickly. Let's start pushing into him aggressively. Hopefully iOS user 16 is able to join the fight. Bravillo should be saving at this point. He is not. Okay, we're in a bit of a crunch here. We got to get this guy down before the 2nd red player comes up, and if he's able to secure a lot of that weakness down there in the bottom, not still available, that's a problem. Now I do see a couple of our guys have 2 million and 1 million and 2 million, so we still have some speed bumps that our team that they're gonna have to get through. Brothers, I need money at this point. I hate asking for money, but we need to get through. Is this the bot? No, this guy only has 400,000 though. I think this is worth jumping in on this. Bravillo has about 1 million, so he's not exactly going to push over himself, and we can get a little bit extra land, hopefully get the interest to support this. But now we are in a bit of trouble as the British Empire has now bordered us, and we still face down 2 guys. This is quite the problem here. Let's just finish up you just for a little bit extra land. And boat down, just in case we have an opportunity to go through their back lines. We do have 9 million troops at our disposal, but we need to kind of get something done quickly. Do I finish up this guy in the back? Or do I push forward? I think I finish up you, just get you down a little bit weaker so that our teammates can attack. Yeah. iOS user gave a big attack there. Of course, you're getting donated to, but you're down to 4 million, so 3 million. So that I'm hoping that we can get this done. British Empire's distracted down south. That's the best case scenario, as TR looks like he full sent and then got donated to, but that's not gonna be enough as we maintain our lead against the British Empire. And now we need to go into him, but yeah, there's no time to boat. Let's just go into you right now. We have the troop advantage, we have the land advantage. We need to turn this into something. We also have a couple people who can still donate that have millions, so we can hopefully get this done quickly, as we are still getting donated to. Thank you, independent player, for your donations, brother. But it looks like you are full donating. Yeah, I'm on it, brothers. I'm on it. I'm going. We just keep attacking this guy, keep him weak, and I think we've been able to recover this. I think the British Empire, if he had attacked me right away instead of going down south, this would have been a whole different story. But man, this was a very close game, very close in terms of timing, and it's still not quite over yet. I really need to protect our back lines. Fortunately, able to get through his back lines. We can get a lot of extra land here to really sustain ourselves in this fight, because right now we're only difference of about 3 million. I'd love for that difference to be a little bit higher, as let's just grab some of these little guys around here. I just want to save up a little bit, try and get up to a little bit higher of a degree. We'll go through you. We'll deplete the British Empire's donation lines and make this a mono fight, or one versus all, if you will. So now we can go into you a little bit, and we'll just keep fighting in the back lines. We're just doing a warning shot off the bow just to kind of slow him down, hopefully. But now is the time to get going here, especially as he's got access to our back lines. We really need to push for this. So we'll attack everybody at this point, as now we have the troops to do it. We have 8 million troops over this guy. So it's a matter of pushing right now, and we can just clear up the board. I'm not too worried about it, but I do want to save as many teammates as possible in this one. So we'll finish up you. He does full send us. Oh, what a slog that was. That was high intensity the whole time. Oh, there we go. Okay, I did not expect to be in this position, but I was happy to do so. And thank goodness I had some strong teammates up north. So we'll give the claps a good sportsmanship. Finish up the British Empire over here. Donate to the boys. And as we do start to wrap things up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. And especially made this far in the video. If you made this far in the video, hey, give a thumbs up. Really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put up videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one.